Hello friends, I'm happy to bring you an update on the work of Hidden with Christ Ministries around the world. We're very excited right now because we're in the midst of a building project in Tanzania, East Africa. We are constructing a native church in a Maasai region in an area called Esalale Village. And we're really blessed by this project because we know what an impact it will have in evangelizing among the Maasai in that particular area. And it's been quite a process because we've actually had some tremendous opposition from local witch doctors who are opposed to us building a church in that area. You know, witchcraft practices are deeply ingrained, embedded in the Maasai community. And so when a Maasai person becomes a Christian, they turn their back on the witchcraft practices and the witch doctors essentially lose their business. And so they're very opposed to our building this church, and it has been quite a spiritual battle. But you know, it reminds me of stories we read in both Ezra and in Nehemiah, where the people from Judah, the Jews, were going back to Jerusalem to rebuild the temple and then later the wall around Jerusalem. And it says in Ezra chapter 4 that the people of the land discourage the people of Judah and frighten them from building. And that's what's been happening. This witch doctor has been trying to frighten the people from helping us build this church. And yet God has prevailed and we are making progress by the grace of God. And the Lord is absolutely winning this battle without a question. And so we are excited because there's been much prayer go up, and these witch doctors' attempts to gather people to oppose us has really been defeated. And in Nehemiah chapter 4 it says, "It happened when our enemies heard that it was known to us and that God had frustrated their plans, then all of us returned to the wall, each one to his own work." And we have continued, and our native workers have also continued in working on building the walls of this church building, and the progress is going well. If you'd like to be a part of that, because we have been building as the money has come in, you can help us. Right now we need money to roof the building. So if you'd like to give a donation to help roof the building of this native church, that would be a huge blessing to us at this very moment. You can go ahead and click on our website link to donate, and that would be a huge blessing to the work that's going on in Tanzania and constructing this native church. We also have some phenomenal work that's been going on in Ukraine among teenage orphans through our project called Operation Lazarus. Our workers there in Ukraine have just finished a summer of working with the orphans in orphan camp and have made tremendous inroads there among some of these teenagers, and even this very night are having an outreach meeting where they're meeting with these young people between 14 and 17, which is their target group, because they try to reach them before they are emancipated from the orphanage and end up on the street and have to try to deal with life without any support. And yet they're reaching them, they're being saved, they're being filled with the Holy Spirit, there's tremendous relationship being developed, they're feeling the love of God, and these young teenagers are really getting ministered to through Operation Lazarus. If you have a heart for the Ukraine or for orphans in Ukraine, please give a donation that will help us with that work. That continues well in Sevastopol, Ukraine. So we thank you for being a part of Hidden with Christ Ministries. Please lift us up in prayer. Our work both with our Treasures of Africa orphanage in Moshi, Tanzania, working with AIDS orphans, or our teenage orphans in Ukraine. Both are great projects that you can be a part of. God bless you for your heart for Hidden with Christ Ministries. Thanks for being partners with us. Please both pray, and if you're able, as God leads you, give, and help us to promote the gospel, the love of Christ around the world. God bless you today.